When it comes to running a website or trying to build a new one, it can be really hard to decipher what's happening and explain what you need. If you're a florist, you're working with customers and orders and making beautiful flowers every day, so you don't necessarily speak the language that developers do, and it's really hard to express what you actually want. And you're busy in the shop making beautiful flowers, making people's day. So when you get home at the end of the day, the last thing you want to do is scour the internet for hours trying to decode the jargon and figure out exactly what templates and elements and technology you need to make your website work. So you end up stuck, not really sure how to proceed. You might have a website that you're sinking lots of marketing budget into, spending money on traffic and Google AdWords and newspaper ads, just trying to make sales. But it just doesn't work. And all that money you're spending on marketing starts to eat up the profit and the money that you put in your pocket at the end of the day. So what you need is a way to get super clear on what the technology is called in an easy way in plain English. You need to find out what not to do so you don't waste money on things that just aren't going to work for you. You need a clever website that's going to sell to people even while you're sleeping and chase them up if they don't order by using things like cart abandonment emails. And you need an online marketing team that's focused on your sales and profits, not just on traffic, not just on design, but on building your website that actually works, not just a glorified online brochure. This way you end up with a website that's built for success, that sells for you 24/7 and makes more sales and more profit for you. Let me tell you a story about Yvonne. Yvonne is a florist. She's been in the industry for 20 years. She's had 4 different websites over the years, but she decided to build a new site because she knew people were searching for her on their mobile phones to buy flowers and gifts, and that was only going to grow. At the moment, her website was clunky and slow, and you couldn't browse it with your fingers and thumbs on a mobile, so she knew she was driving customers away, probably to her competitors with a mobile-friendly site. So she decided to commission a new website. She went to the developer and said she wanted it to be smartphone friendly, she wanted to have a blog, she wanted to have a whole lot of different elements. Fast forward to a few months later and she received her website, and it was clear the web developer didn't have a clue how a florist business actually worked. There was no date for delivery box, there was no place where you could add a customized message so that could go along with your flowers to the recipient so that you could share the love. And it turned out the template wasn't going to work on a smartphone, which was the most important motivation for her to change site and invest all this money anyway. This was pretty important, and it was getting lost in the jargon that she didn't end up with what she needed. And it was $12,000 later, she had a website that still wasn't going to work for her in the way that she wanted. It was going to cost thousands of dollars more to make it work, and she was really unhappy. And she made the site go live, and it just didn't convert as well as she wanted because, as predicted, more and more people were visiting it on a smartphone. So you can see the cost of getting this wrong is actually really high, and it can affect your business. So you want to make sure that your current website is definitely working for smartphones, or if you build one, that you actually get all of the technology you need to market yourself in this day and age. So you're probably asking yourself at this point, well, how do I get a website that's not a dud? How do I know? I'm not a computer person. So we've put together a checklist of everything you need to know and ask for if you're building a new site, but also so you can check off how things are going on your website and the biggest money draining problems that florists encounter when they build a new website so that you don't make those mistakes. So if you're interested in getting your hands on the checklist and receiving video tips like this, just pop your details and press the orange button below, and I'll see you on the other side. This is Lucy Ross for ecommercemarketing.co.nz. See you soon.